about next, it's called MailModo. It's an email marketing platform which basically does everything that you need, collecting the contacts into one database, segmenting them, sending the email sequences, the whole pack of email tools that you will need. And also it has some AI features as well. We'll talk about them. This tool is quite new, but it already has great traction with the customers, and it has a lot functionality to offer. So let's dive in deeper into what I think it's most important functionality for this. So the main focus of this tool is creating the AMP emails. Unique proposition. There are a few others or other platforms that allow you to create this kind of emails, but this is really cool. What they do, what's the AMP? AMP, it stands for Accelerated Mobile Pages. It was created originally by Google, and they did it for improving the experience of mobile web users. And this technology was open sourced, so anyone can use it, and to increase the speed of the downloading of their pages on the website. But as of now, this technology now used in the emails. So what it allows you to do is you can create basically an interactive email. So it functions exactly like the normal web page functions. And what it really enables you to do, it enables you to create some unique experiences right inside the email. So basically it's interactive. It can connect with your backend, get any information. You can update the information live, even after you send the email. So it's pretty nice. And you can add they have a lot of pre-built templates that you could use. Basically, it changes how you interact with the email, changes the experience of the users. They do less clicks, which means more conversions, more revenue at the end. Not a lot of the companies use that right now. So if you implement this kind of technology into your workflows, the users will be amazed. So basically, it's just completely new, not really popular, but already quite sophisticated technology because it's based on the open source technology from Google. So it's not like you need to be tested or anything. It works great. You can do some amazing stuff with it. So yeah, get more leads, you see, like lead forms, and conduct surveys right inside the email, get the feedback about your service, engage with them, ask them to ask some questions and so on. So it's pretty nice. So I'm loving it. This function is amazing. So that's one of the big reasons why I think this tool is great. The second big part of this tool is building automated journeys for your communications. It's pretty common, but again, they have a lot of different templates you could choose, not only for promotional mails and campaigns, but also for transactional mails, for if a person buys something in your service or in your product, you can use their templates to automatically send them invoices or some reminders, onboarding processes, and so on. So basically, they have all the usual journeys pre-built. It saves you a lot of time. And sometimes you can forget one or two important steps when you set up it by yourself. So it's cool that they have these templates even to check out how is your understanding of the process related to theirs. Sometimes yours is better, sometimes theirs. So everyone's winning if you're using it. So you see here custom journeys. You can use some conditional logic for triggering these emails and communications. Obviously, you can send any trigger connected through the API to your CRM or whatever system that you're using. So basically, it's quite sophisticated for all sorts of things. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that you could use that. You can use some dynamic content in the emails, obviously pulling out some data from your user database, like the name of the recipient or the name of their company or whatever is needed, or name of the product, etc. So pretty cool. Let's continue to the next big feature. It's obviously segmentation and personalization of your communication. So as you understand, the more precisely you segment your user base, the better you can serve them, give them more relevant information, and basically at the end give better experience and make more money as a consequence. So this tool has all the needed filtration capabilities. You can upload and download the users from your database using APIs, CSV files, like doesn't matter, like a lot of different ways you can do that. You can create segments based on user attributes and their activities as well. So not only you can like choose which users received some communications to segment them to different flows of your communication, you also can base your segmentation on any user attribute that you have in your CRM, for example, or any third-party tool. You can just upload this information into this platform and use it as a filter. So it's pretty great, very sophisticated. It also can automatically help you keep your contact list clean. So some of the emails could be not available. They could be like deleted or written wrong or something. You don't want to send the emails and they don't get into the inbox. Doesn't matter the reason. So you wanted your lists of contacts to be clean and up to date. So that's what this feature helps you to do. So yeah, pretty standard, but again, everything that you need, and maybe even more sometimes. So from small teams to the bigger companies as well, they can cover all the bases. Let's continue to the AI tools. They are working on implementing generative AI into their tool, as many others. For now, they have only one tool called Subject Line Generator. So it's pretty self-explanatory what it does. Again, as I mentioned, I think it's good to use some specific tools for specific tasks because they are pre-trained and they do a better job at one specific task than the general model. So you could test it for sure because subject lines help you improve the open rate of your emails. So better open rates, always good. And you can like launch A/B testing right from this tool as well. So generate a couple of versions and test it. It's all integrated, so it's pretty nice. They're also working on the two different tools at the moment of recording this video. Maybe when you're watching it, it's already implemented. The first one is called Content Generator. So basically copyrights the emails for you. For now, I mean, you can use different tools because it's not available. And the other one is Template Creator. So you can create different templates for different communications in this tool. And they're building a template creator which will increase the speed of you doing this, creating these new templates. Not available at this point, but yeah, I think it will be useful as well. Let's move on to the last section of this tool. It's an analytics section. When you send in the emails, you always want to track the performance of your campaigns. So they have all the standard metrics that you would use integrated and collected from the campaigns, like open rates, click rates, bounce on subscribers, and so on. And you can track on the graphs the trends of these metrics. So it's at a glance, you can see all the basics here. My understanding that this is not the main focus of this platform, the analytics. They have all the bases covered. If you want a deeper dive into your data, you have the ability to export this data through the API into any platform of your choosing where you're collecting the data, and then use third-party BI systems to see to do the granular analysis of the performance of the campaigns. Yeah, and lastly, we'll talk about the price. So they have 3 plans. I would say if you wanted to try it out, I wouldn't go into the first plan. It's too limited. I would start with the Pro and above. I think $99 again. It's not like super cheap. You have cheaper systems, but this one has some really unique features that you could use, and I think overall as a package it's a great tool. They implementing a generative AI as well, all great. So I recommend you to try it out, and also the pricing will depend on the amount of user contacts that you have as well. I've checked different tiers with other tools. I think it's pretty similar, more or less. Like it's not a big difference, not like maybe 20% difference either way. So it's not like the main factor. That's it for this tool. Highly recommending it. So check it out. I hope you'll find it useful.